guys, today we're making a sweet treat trail mix, and I'm going to mix everything into a bowl. We are going to need a baking sheet, and I have the oven preheating right now to 350 degrees. So we're going to mix everything into one large bowl, and then we're going to spread it out onto our cookie sheet, and then we'll go ahead and bake it from there. So the first thing we're going to need is a half a cup of just raw almonds. So we'll put those in. We also need a half a cup of pumpkin seeds. So we'll put those in. And then in here I have a half a cup of just chopped up walnuts and a quarter cup of hemp seeds. So I'm going to mix those inside. And then I'm going to add a quarter cup of unsweetened coconut. This is optional, but I love coconut and I pretty much put coconut in everything. So it's optional. If you don't like coconut, you don't have to put it in. I'm just going to kind of mix this together. And then the next thing we're going to add is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, and to that we're adding 2 teaspoons of melted coconut oil. So you just want to melt that down. It's pretty warm right now, so it might already be melted, but if not, just go ahead and put it on your stove top. It melts pretty quick. We're going to add just a few dashes of cinnamon to our mixture, and then a couple dashes of sea salt. Okay, and then what we want to do is go ahead and mix this all together. And you just want to make sure that coconut oil just kind of gets all your other ingredients kind of wet and together. So we're just going to mix that all up, and then we're going to spread it out onto our cookie sheet, and we're just going to bake this in the oven at 350 degrees for 5 minutes. After a couple minutes, you'll want to go in there with a spatula and just kind of scoop it all around to just kind of turn it. And then I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of honey on top and then put it back in for another 5 minutes. So in that 10-minute window, you're going to want to flip it just a few times. So you'll just want to open up the oven door and just kind of flip it. But the first flip, you'll want to add your drizzle of honey to it, and then flip it around and then put it in another 5 minutes. Does that make sense? Hopefully I didn't just confuse myself. But I'm going to go ahead and pour this out onto our cookie sheet, and then we're going to go ahead and bake it. Okay, our candy trail mix is out of the oven. I let it cool for a little bit, but you don't want to let it cool too long on the cookie sheet because the honey, it'll start to stick to your pan, so it'll be harder to scoop out the trail mix. So I let it cool for just a little bit, and then I scooped it into my mason jar. So whatever you're going to store it in, you'll want to scoop it up into there. The next thing we're going to do is add some banana chips. So I'm going to add about a half a cup of banana chips. I'm going to put these in here, and then I'm going to put the lid on the mason jar and shake them up. And then the next thing we're going to add is some dark chocolate chips. So I added the banana chips into our jar. Our jar is pretty full so far. I'm next going to add a quarter cup of dark chocolate chips. I'm just using the Lily's dark chocolate chips that are sweetened with stevia. You can use dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, whatever you prefer, whatever you'd like, or if you want to leave them out, you can do that too. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour the chocolate chips inside, and then I'm going to put the lid back onto the mason jar, and then I'm going to go ahead and shake it up once more. So you just want to shake it up so everything is evenly dispersed inside of the jar. Okay, our candied trail mix is all set and everything is all mixed together. We have the banana chips, the dark chocolate chips, and everything else that we put in the oven and baked. This is really good to either have as a snack when you're out running around, or if you want to use it as a topping for like your yogurt, it's really good. Even to have on top of like an acai bowl. Really, you can use this for anything, but it's really good, and it just has like that hint of sweetness, the dark chocolate chips, the honey that we drizzled on when it was in the oven. So you don't want to forget that step. It kind of like gives it that sweetness. It's really good. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!